Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. Good to see
How was
you.
your trip?
Very good. Very productive. Very tiring, but lots of stuff happening. I'm very excited. Lots of progress. Connecting with lots of doctors and scientists, and as well as like some very big influencers, celebrities, things like that.
That's
So
very cool. That's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Also connected with a lot of our longtime members and community members, and down in LA. So we met. Well, you probably watching this on this TikTok now or maybe later. So it's good to shake hands, hug, and
Hmm.
see the people that you've been able to affect the lives of. So it really gave me a lot of heartwarming and inspiration to continue to do what I'm doing.
It's pretty awesome. Like, it's
Yeah,
so cool. I've been using it. It's super nice. We're going to talk more about it for people that are joining us.
kimcoil.com.
So I have a new website, kimchi.com, and it's also linked in my profile.
Kimcoil.
Oh, it's
Kimcoil.com.
kimcoil.com.
That was just a
Kim.
joke. Kimchi. That was
Oh, I
just a
was like,
joke.
I'm good with whatever.
That'd be funny
Yes,
if
my
it be
eye,
kimchi.
it should have been kimchi. Yes, my eye is better. I burn my eye with oil of oregano.
What? For
Yeah.
cooking?
Nope. No, I take it. I was taking it, and you're not supposed to take it like every single day, and I did. So that's why
Oh,
it's all red. I did a video on it yesterday. It was pretty bad.
okay. Well, you're getting better, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So today, we have 2 hours for this special limited time sale. You're gonna get these ones, the Qi Coil minis. See how we package them? It says "Made with love," and it says "You are beautiful." Also says "You are strong." You are awesome. So we put a lot of intention into our packages. So this is a Qi Coil mini. Usually they come in like a higher end set, but then to support Kim and your followers, we decided to make this available just for this live.
Yeah.
And what you're gonna get is you're gonna get this nicely packaged, and inside is the Qi Coil mini. I'm gonna open this up. Got a nice vinyl case with a gold emblem, nice and pretty. Feels really nice to hold, and then inside, if you open it up,
By the way, I'm really impressed. I got mine today.
yeah, is
So
the
nice.
Qi Coil mini. And you have the Qi Coil mini. See, see it's in the details. Look, there's Qi Coil on the handle there. It's all about the details.
It takes your healing to a whole different level. Like, it's I probably wouldn't have made it being able to be on camera with my eye. It was really swollen, and I've been able to kind of calm it down. I've been doing the skin frequency. It's like over 100 degrees right now, so I'm red and sweaty, but like I've been able to feel a little more confident, and I haven't had to take any additional medications to help me through it all.
Yeah, it
So,
helps a lot with swelling, any kind of swelling, inflammation,
mhm.
and that's how I was able to heal myself from my ulcerative colitis, because basically that's just inflammation of your colon that's causing the bleeding over long term. So it really helps for like internal stuff, because like a lot of the even the medications don't really target the right places.
Mhm.
So it really helps with the internal kind of inflammation and external, because it kind of, I think it just relaxes the nerves, and it just relaxes the cells and helps them to go back to normal. Because when you have inflammation, it actually prevents is your body's hyperactivity and body's hyper response to an infection, or hyper response to something that it thinks is wrong. So your body's fighting against itself. So what this does is it helps calm the body and helps calm your nerves, and even your mind. Like everything calms down. Your mind and your body, nervous system, they all calm down so that you can get back into that balance, and it's the balance that helps us to heal faster and help us to become more optimal with our consciousness, with our thoughts, and with our physical performance as well. So if you're wondering what this is, so this is the power kit that comes with it. All right, so this is what powers the coil, and then you connect this to your phone or your computer, and then it sends the signals to the Qi Coil, and there is no sound because it turns the sound into electromagnetic energy, magnetic energy. And when you have it on, you also get one of these little magnet balls. Put it on the coil, as you've seen Kim do it. So the ball would start vibrating. I don't have it plugged in right now, but we can do that later. So it starts vibrating. That shows you that the coil is working, but you don't need the magnet. Once you know it's working, then it's working. So you just need to be around. You can put this easily in your pocket, or just put it in front of you on the desk, put it in your purse or bag. Actually, we have a new necklace that you can wear this with. That's coming out. So that's pretty cool. This could be like a piece of jewelry. And say, oh, what's that? That's a giant necklace you have. Giant pendant. You can show off. It comes with one of these. These are just another magnet that you can hold and actually feel the vibrations on the coil. So if you hold it this close while playing the test frequency, it's going to vibrate. You're going to feel the vibration in your hands. Okay. Some frequencies will vibrate this more. Some frequencies won't because they're higher and they're more fine. So you won't be able to feel it with your fingers. But that's why we have the test frequency. You run the test frequency and then you can feel it. Okay, it comes with a 1-year warranty. This is your warranty card. And it comes with a quick start guide. So we summarize everything you need to know. It's very clear, very easy to follow, how to connect it all together. So you can use it for different purposes. You can use it while you're drinking coffee in the morning. You can use it placing on the desk. You can use it by placing in the purse, or you can use it just for meditating. And you can also use it together with earphones or headphones so that you can get both sound and magnetic therapy at the same time. And how do we do that is we just need a splitter cable and just connect one end to the coil and another end to the headphones. And then now you can hear it and feel the magnet energy at the same time. So that's really cool. No other device really does that because they're not thinking about it. But we thought of it. We thought of combining the sound therapy as well as the magnet therapy. So we're pretty unique when it comes to that. And then also we throw in a free cable to connect to your iPhones.
That's how you connect to the iPhone. Yeah.
Some new iPhones don't have this, but a lot of iPhones still has the lightning adapter, and most people lose this because it's so small. So we just decided to throw this in there as a free gift, so that if you want to, once you get it, I don't have that there, I can't use it. And then people have to go out and get one. So instead, we just give it to you. All right. So we thought of everything. Also, we have a health quiz too. So here you can track all the things that you experience. For example, it'll track sleep, energy, strength, mobility, flexibility, weight management, focus, clarity, motivation, productivity, creativity, mood, skin and hair appearance, stress, anxiety, pain, and inflammation. So here you can fill this out as you go, as you're using the Qi Coils, and you can clearly have chart to track how well you're improving. And that's pretty useful because sometimes we go back and we improve ourselves, and then like a week later we said, oh, did things improve? And then other people can see it, like your wife or your friends or your family say, oh, actually they improved, but we don't see it ourselves. A lot of times we don't see. So what this helps you do is to track it, and you can see yourself, your own progress. Like these are your own input that you're going to be putting into here. Okay, and then also we have a QR code that sends you to our website, which has all the video instructions, tutorials, guides, and
so many videos.
And, like hours and hours, like hundreds of hours of content that you can dive into if you really want to transform your life with Qi. So that's available. So it's all there.
Janie, go watch the YouTube. Start watching your YouTube. She got the big unit. Mm-hmm. So she should go watch the YouTubes. We're slowly learning this together.
Yeah. So that's the mini. And we also have the mini twin, which is has two. So I'm going to open this package too. Okay, so this is exactly what you get in the mail. This is exactly what you get. It comes in a box, and then this is inside. Okay, open this up.
It's like a different healing journey. So as you're doing all of your parasites, you want to have this extra option to kind of help calm down the die-offs. That's really what I noticed that when I was using mine that it was helping with.
Okay, so here's the twin. It's got a slightly larger bag, case. There it is. Right, nice and organized. And now you have two instead of one. And we pre-connect them for you, so you don't have to figure it out. Okay, so that's the two.
Just don't put it on your head. So the frequency goes from your phone or any device that you have this plugged into or Bluetooth connected to, and the frequency goes through it, and you can actually hear it in the little amplifier, but you can feel it. And that's what we're saying, is that you put this on and you can actually feel and hear the vibrations. So instead of just getting healing help with sound frequency, you're getting healing help with sound frequency if you want, but in addition, it's actually going into your body, which is totally a different healing experience. And they're not totally new. They've been around forever, but they're just new because we're all so heavily censored with self-healing. And it's one of those things that when you're able to try it and use it, it's like life-changing. It's totally a different type of idea behind the next level of healing. And we live off vibrations. Our whole world is a vibration. So being able to coincide your body when you're having pain issues, your level of vibration goes down and you want to match that to bring it back up. And that's what this does. It just kind of changes the way that your body structure is, and it allows you to function at a higher level, especially for us chronically ill people, because we are constantly battling low vibrations, low frequencies. And when you're able to kind of bring something like this into your life, you're able to kind of change your dynamic of your health. I really like it because of the fact that you can use parasite cleanse with it. So it goes in and it cleanses everything. There's a cleanup frequency. David has awesome frequencies on his app, and then also the Rife app. Those things all together, you've got thousands of frequencies, thousands of them. You can type in anxiety, you can type in depression, you can type in skin issues, anti-aging. He has, you name it, there's options for frequencies, and that's what our world vibrates on. So
yeah,
that's what they are. Dang, it is so hot out here, man. It was so nice earlier.
Yeah, I was down in LA. It's like 35 degrees on the highway.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's nice.
Yeah,
Nice up in Vancouver. It's only 29 degrees here.
It's well, and I'm just like 3 hours from you.
I know. That's weird. Maybe because we're closer to the water here.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because normally it's not this hot. It started out hot today and it just kept going, which we're okay with. We had an inspection today. We passed one of our inspections. It was a big one. It was plumbing and mechanical. Kind of boring, but like kind of fun at the same time.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna see your house built pretty soon.
Yeah.
Now that you're supercharged and you don't have to take as many breaks. You can do 2 or 3 times more than usual.
I'm noticing a difference with Jeremy. When I play these, he does like, he's right next to me and I'm like listening to them and it's calming him down. You don't have to necessarily put them on you. You can just be around them, and that's the range that they have.
I was just, like I said, I was down in LA. We met a few people that were using our products for years now. And one of them is maybe on here. I'm not going to say the name, but she was completely bedridden. She couldn't get up because she had a condition that made her just so tired and fatigued that she couldn't get out of bed. And then she somehow got attracted to my coils because of Qi or quantum or something like that she was looking into. And then she started using the coil, on faith, because at that time, she wasn't, she didn't have much money, but she said, I'm gonna invest in this, and I think this is different from everything else. I should give this a shot. And then she used it for a week or so, and then she started getting more energy and getting up more. And then she used it for a couple of weeks, more weeks, and then she started to walk around the house. And then afterwards, she started to start walking around the block. And I just met her at the meeting down in LA, and she drove herself all the way there.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she was so happy, and she said, I'm so thankful you changed my life, David. And so that's really heartwarming and really encourages me to keep going where I'm going. There's also a chiropractor that has been using my products for 3 years, and he uses with his patients as well. So, but the chiropractor himself had a knee problem that he was never able to fix for many, many years, right? He couldn't put weight on one of his knees, so he would always have to put weight on the other leg. And basically, after using my coils, he had no more knee problem. It was basically completely gone, and now he has no more knee pain. And now he uses it with his clients, and they all love it. So that's really great. And another one, he also a long time customer, but he just completely literally transformed. He had excruciating back pain from an injury, like a long-term injury that was chronic from a car accident. And he always had that back pain, and he had it for years and years and years. And then he used the Qi Coil because obviously nothing else was working. So he used the Qi Coil, and within a couple of weeks, it started to be just a nuisance, the back pain. Instead of being like so excruciating, it toned down the intensity to just be a nuisance. And after a little bit more time, it was completely gone. No more pain. So after years and years of suffering from excruciating back pain, he had to be relying on painkillers every day. And now no medication, just completely healed. Okay, so that's really amazing. But that's not all, because what happened after that, he was playing the abundance frequencies, and he was able to create a life for him now, which is very abundant. And he also met, he's almost 60, and he also met a girlfriend, and started a new relationship. And he also retired too. And then when I met him, he was so relaxed and so happy and so confident, and just very happy for him. And he's really happy with life. He's excited about life, and he's a great guy. So it's just really nice to actually physically meet the people that you've been able to help. And that's only 3 people, and then there's more. Actually, there's a couple of ones. The lady I mentioned last time, who has a husband who had back pain for 40 years. I was wrong. It wasn't 20 years. It was 40 years. He had the back pain for 40 years from an injury he had from a soccer game, and never healed. And then it was so bad that it ruined his energy, and he became, not the best person to be around, because you're irritable when you're suffering every day, right? Yeah. But he came, and he was walking, right? And he sat down without any problem. Sometimes when you're back pain, you got to like slowly sit yourself down, and then you can tell the person's in pain. He sat down, no problem. He got no problem. He's walking back and forth, no problem. So his 40-year back pain went completely gone, and nothing else worked. And that's not all, because his personality's changed. He's nicer. He cooks dinner for his wife now, and it's just complete personality completely changed. When you give people, when you remove the pain and the suffering from them, they become
you're a different person.
Better people. They become better people, because it's just easier. It's just easier to become a better person when you're not in pain. So that's why when people are irritable, and they're like not friendly, or they're even aggressive, and even if they're bad people, I don't really judge them, because I know I used to be like that too. I used to be irritable. I used to be aggressive. I used to be like, oh, I want to beat everybody, and I want to dominate everybody, right? Because you're in so much pain and you're so much suffering, you can't really get rid of that. It's this dark energy that's surrounding you. So you become, depression and all that negative stuff. You get, changes your personality. So I just hope that they heal, and I just hope that they find a way to heal themselves. Not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally and spiritually as well.
It's
Because
so worth it.
everybody, yeah, everybody's has the opportunity to choose. Everybody has the opportunity to choose what they're going to be like. Especially now we have this technology that can do it, right? Before
Yeah.
we had to rely on willpower, right, or something dramatic happen.
Meditation, regular
Meditation,
meditation, willpower, sitting there thinking over and over,
yeah,
just
positive
really being,
reinforcement.
yep,
Yeah, you need to be around community. You got to go to seminars. You got to like
yeah.
read books and everything. And those all are great because you need those things when you're surrounded by negative things all the time. So you need positive input, right? So, but now I think those things, you don't need them anymore because you get positive input directly from inside. You're like creating it inside by changing your frequency, right? Because you change your frequency, you change your reality. You change your
Hmm.
frequency, you change your thoughts. You change how way you feel. You change the way you feel. You change your actions. You change your actions. You change your behavior. Change your behavior. Change your habits. And then you change your destiny,
I
right?
agree,
So
Coda. Not all of it works. Sometimes you need that extra oomph. And if you feel like sound frequency works for you, this will work even more.
yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
not just sitting there taking the sound from your ears, it's actually getting into your cells and healing those cells. I know
mm-hmm.
I know most of you are very aware of how sound frequency works and frequency in general, but
Mm-hmm.
it's totally different. Like, I know sound frequency helped me through my mini stroke. It helped me get through, and that was me sticking the phone on me when I was doing doing the sound frequency. This is totally different. It's totally different now. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy how well it works. I was
Yeah.
skeptical.
So
Jeremy's skeptical about anything. He's got to try it before he even talks about it with me. He tried it. He sat there for a few hours, played with it one night, and then he's like, "What are you playing today?" So, the Parafy is supposed to last about 30 days. It's about 30 to 31 days at 15 drops 3 times a day. Live cells can withstand very high frequencies and dead mutated cells die off. Yes, that's the whole point of it. Is it's trying to get rid of anything that is negative, and especially those frequencies that you're choosing. So when you go in, he's got optimal ones already that are in his app that you can just press and play, or you can go into Rife app, or you can go into the Z app, and you can pick what your ailment is or pick what frequency you want. So if every morning you want to start with the frequency 432, if you want to start with any frequency you want, you can pick it, and then it goes through that. And it does help with nerve pain, nerve damage. My leg was paralyzed in 2012. Neuroinvasive West Nile. Oh, I'm sorry. So you're supposed to do one cleanse and then cleanse is a month long. Yes, it's 30 days. It's a 30-day cleanse. I'll download apps today. Thank you so much for the awareness. You're welcome. So on iPhones, you can only download Z-app. And then on the Androids, you can do both. But Rife app is David's app, and I think you get some of them for free, and then if you want to go to a next level, then you do pay a little bit. What's the name of the app? Z as in zebra dash app. And I have a couple videos under frequencies in my playlist because I was just using sound frequencies to go to that level of healing, and now I'm using frequency devices because I'm really at the point now where sound frequencies are awesome and I love them, but like once you do something like this, you like I don't even turn on sound frequencies as much anymore.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, it
Like
helps
if
with
the
nerve pain, Samantha. It does. It helps with nerve pain, anxiety. Um, he had UC. There's a parasite frequency. He's also got extra frequencies like anti-aging, which is skin. The Morge that I can't talk about, he's got frequencies that have Ivor frequencies because it's just matching that structure of the medications or the herbs. He's got all, like, you name it. Every frequency you can think of can go through these frequency devices. Hi, Pistol Packing Ranger. How are you? This frequency stuff is amazing. It's like totally different. The difference between this
Well,
machine and
you
Matthew's
know, Kim,
machine.
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at you right now. Your skin looks like more smooth since the first
Mm-hmm.
time we did the live. Did you guys notice that? Whoever is watching this right now, like if you compare it to the live that we did first, like I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, your skin and your complexion is just you look younger. First of all, your
It's
lines,
calmer.
your lines, you have less lines and wrinkles. You have a more glow, and your complexion is smoother. Do you guys notice this?
And this is even me struggling with this eye thing going on because my cortisol's out of whack. So I've been trying to do like constantly be calming down. So I'll turn it on and I'll sit while I'm on TikTok or Instagram or working, and I sit with it to calm me down. I think this would have been a lot worse. My eyes probably would have swollen shut if I hadn't been able to calm my nerves down, because that's what's going on. Like I took oil of oregano. It's a hot herb. My emotions are hot because I'm stressed. And so the combination became a disaster for just this little section though. Like it didn't go past this. And it's because I sat with the Qi Coil and kept myself calm. I kept the anxiety one on. If it went off, I would turn it back on. Like if I felt a little jittery because it gives you some energy, I like took a deep breath. I've just noticed such a substantial difference, which then also my skin automatically goes to that. Like as soon as I'm calm, my skin starts to go calm. When I get all like hyped up, my skin gets hyped up. It's not recommended to do it with a pacemaker. It's not recommended. And then I had
If you have a pacemaker, I have something else for you. So if you have a pacemaker, we have a different product. It's more of a software. It's called Qi Energy AI, but we can talk about it next time. So don't lose hope. If you can't use Qi Coil because you have a pacemaker, you can contact Kim and ask her to ask me about it.
Yeah, you can message me. And G, let me answer that. So these, I can show you both of them. I have them both here. I don't talk about the other one because I'm not affiliated with Matthew anymore. But this specific one, it is all nice and like you won't break it when you sit on it. It comes with either wireless or wired. The customer service is a big one. You can email them if there's issues. You can talk with them. They're super kind. And that's a big thing for me because I'm very technology challenged. And I want to make sure, you know, if there's something that I don't understand, then I have someone to ask, especially because I'm on here with you guys, helping you guys. And I'll be honest, like it has been pretty awesome making sure that everything was correct and I had all of the stuff I needed. Let's see. Yes, it can help with muscle pain and muscle issues. Huge difference, right, Janice? Huge. Like even the dryness of my skin is always very dry and I have to contribute a lot of that to stress. But when I'm able to get myself calmed down and just sit and be able to focus, it's like this is night and day. It's night and day. Even because Janice has been with me, she's my bestie. She's been with me before my stroke. So we were friends, and then she saw like this change in my mental because of my stroke. So I feel like the difference is there, and you can go back and watch my videos as well and really start to see the difference of even me starting this a month ago, because I've had this almost a month and I can tell a difference. I can tell a difference in Jeremy. That's probably my biggest gauge. Whenever Jeremy's like freaking out, if I turn it on and I notice he starts to kind of calm down next to me, it makes a difference. We have a very high stress life. Our life is very stressful. So yes, it will work on fibromyalgia. And let me tell you, these will work on fibromyalgia. And I know because I worked with Spoonie. Spoonie will not, it doesn't have the watts to be able to do that. So not that I'm trying to bash anyone, but it's not strong enough to really push out the fibromyalgia pain. But these will help with that. I know a lot of us have the fibromyalgia and those issues. You know, that's really why I wanted to get it. You will get Karen not getting any support. Karen, send me a message. Karen, the cookie lady. I am happy to help you. I am happy to help you. It is not about who's selling what. It literally is about being able to help you guys, because when you can get this taken care of and I can walk you through what needs to be done with any of these devices, it really is life changing. So go over to my Insta and go to missrogers.hood. and send me a message over there, and I am happy to help you. I know what needs to be done, and I can walk you through how to do it. Okay. I don't want you to suffer. Like, that sucks, man. That sucks. So I'll do whatever I can to help you. Yes. Lower back pain. If so, how? So it takes that pain frequency. There's so many frequencies. I'll pull mine out and show you on the app. You can type in back pain. You can just type in pain and it's going to show every frequency that you could possibly get. You hit play. It literally goes through your phone into these devices. You don't hear it if you don't want to. And it goes directly into this, and you can just set it on you, or you can set it where the pain is. So I have some hip issues and I have nerve damage in my hip. I will literally sit on this device. I'll turn it on and I will sit on the device 10 minutes. I'll let it cycle a couple of times for the pain frequency, and I am able to function at a different level because we hear the sound, but it's not really healing us at the rate that we are really wanting it. We're very fast now people, right? We want shit now. We don't want to wait. That's kind of what this is, right? You don't want to wait any longer. You want the pain to go away. Is it going to be like if you took a pain pill? No, it's going to be a little calmer, a little more gentle. And the more you do it, the more it helps. So you have to be consistent with it. But if you're really looking for something to kind of calm that down, that's what you need. If you're looking to get off of some of your pain meds, this could be that crutch to get you off of those things. That's really the biggest thing. Not medical advice, just letting you guys know that I don't take pain meds anymore, but I'm in pain. And when I'm able to use this and help myself, it kind of changes the dynamics of how I take my turmeric, or sometimes I even forget to take my stuff because I've been using this. Now, you still have to continue to well yourself, especially like, okay, so parasite cleansing, this is a perfect example. Is this enough to do a cleanse on its own? In my opinion, no, but it is a helper. And a lot of us have had parasites for decades, and they are really deep in our muscles and our tissue and our blood, and it's really bad. So if you can take the internal cleanse and then back it up with additional frequencies that help kill them, it's going to be a game changer, and you're not going to have to continue to take the medications as long. That's the thing. We really don't want you to stay on herbs for life, right? So
we only have an hour 23 minutes for the sale. So just so you know, if you go to the website now, you can see the countdown. So just make sure you take advantage of this. Go to qimcoil.com and grab it before it's gone and time runs out.
Yes, it helps with inflammation. Yes, that's really what our bodies struggle with. And when you have something like parasites or candida, and there's candida frequencies, there's parasite frequencies, there's parasite cleanup frequencies. There's so many options that you have. Even just getting a single one, just getting one to be able to use the frequencies in a different way. It's like you could sit and use frequencies, sound frequencies, devices, and quantums, this is all quantum codes. This is all quantum healing. This is all how you get to that self-healing level where you're able to still function. Look, I had something going on with my eye. I was still able to function, maybe not at the rate I wanted to function at, but I was still able to do it. I'm very public. You guys know I'm very public. And that's just kind of how you can look at how this can heal you differently. I'm on medications for AFib. What cleanse can you do? You really can't do a cleanse if you are on a blood thinner, but you can use one of these devices. And this is going to start being what I use for an alternative, because you can still use a parasite cleanse with Oregon grapefruit, but check that blood thinner out against those. So you can use something like this as a device. Honestly, I think it'd be a little bit slower to get through it, but you wouldn't be putting your body through that taxing situation, and you're still going to be able to fight them. Listen, there's frequencies out there for everything, but the biggest thing about it is that you want to make sure that you use a binder, and you can use a binder when you're on a blood thinner. You want to make sure that you still have the supplemental input for all of your medications, all of the herbs you take that you can take with blood thinners or chemo meds, but this just gives it another level. Okay, sorry, I'm taking over for a couple minutes because I got a lot of questions and it's hurting my hands to type. You can't find the link in my profile. So if you go in...
If I have two coils, what would happen if I have power kit, right? And increase the power, and they get those, and then they say, "Whoa, this is really powerful." I mean, we have the most powerful one. I was at the down in San Diego, and then there's this person selling this PEMF device. It has these tubes, right? I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty popular. I see you can find it on a website somewhere. But they have these tubes, and they use them for horses and things like that. And he has a clinic, and he uses it for knee injuries and athletes, professional athletes, and even the army. And then they say, "Oh, I wonder what how much energy my coils are generating." So we use my tracking meter, and I put it up right against his coil. It went up to 20, right? And they say, "Oh, are you sure you got a proper inverter?" Yeah, it's only going up to 20 milligauss. And then I put it on my coil, and then when I put it closely, it maxed out. It went over what it can actually read. It went over 100. And when I pulled it away about 2 feet, then it was 20. You understand? So the field from my coil is as strong as his coil, even if I'm 2 feet away from it. And he had to put it right against his coil to get the same effect. And guess how much his system cost?
What?
$18,000.
Oh my God. Because these were just like in the hospitals, and they were in like doctor's offices before.
It's very fancy. He's got a giant briefcase with all the buttons and switches and stuff like that. And he's got these tubes coming out. $18,000 for that system. And it's not even as strong as mine. And he's using it for the army, for the athletes, and I kind of felt embarrassed to show him, on the meter that it's actually mine stronger. I say, "Oh yeah, maybe it's because his pulsing is not as strong. Maybe it's the same." I just didn't want to embarrass him in front of another client, right? So
yeah, you're like, sorry.
But the meter, it doesn't lie, right? So
yeah, you're like, that's kind of how that's totally how I've been looking at spending extra money when I do on anything extra, is like, what did I used to spend it when I was going into surgeries in the hospital and doctor's appointments, which I've been able to cut out. My mental health doctor, of course I don't say cut all of it out, but like if you can start to feel better and kind of make some progress, that's what it's important. There's so many different frequencies that you can do, and then you go through and it puts them into this device. And he has 3 different devices that are under $1,000. Okay, so I think I got it. My spiritual awakening was about learning about frequencies, and you were obsessed. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad the chakra. I'm so glad the chakra's on here. Because, I feel like when you start to understand everything and you start to realize that our bodies are just frequency and we vibrate at a certain frequency. And in order for us to stay at a homeostasis level, again, this is like Western medicine should be meeting traditional medicine, but it's not. When you are able to stay, your body heals. Your body does not heal when it's unable to even bring itself to that frequency in order to feel better. There's like a thought process behind just sound frequency. Now take that and put it into vibrational frequency, and it is the coolest ever. It just really is life-changing. Janie's excited because she got one of the big ones, and I'm excited because I want to see it. Codifier, yes. I mean, if you really look at some of the options that we have that are on a personal level now, instead of just going to a specific doctor, I know Chrissy's on here and she goes to a doctor, sits on the machine for 30 minutes. If you're able to not have to have that inconvenience and go in to your just lay down or just do your normal daily by having these things on you, having these available to you, it's like worth it. You know what I mean? It's beyond. And the thing is I've tried so many different frequencies. Like I really like the Healy. I really like the microcurrent of the Healy. It feels like a tense unit. It calms down some of my inflammation. But this is totally different. This totally feels different. I react differently to it. And I've done the spoonie. So I've done 3 different types of frequency machines. And I really feel like Healy and Qi Coil are really good frequency devices. But this one is actual frequency, not a microcurrent. Like it literally goes into your cells and heals your cells. You can use it on your pets. You can use it with water. You can energize your water. You can use it with your plants. You can go in and do a fungus frequency. I know Batty was talking about having fungus on one of her plants. You can go in and put those next to it. Like that's the cool thing about it, is it's not just for the human body, it's for all of us because we run off of frequency. So is the machine harmful to pregnancy or infants? That's you, David.
Not that we know of, but just make sure you don't use that much because they're smaller. Same with pets, right? Like smaller people and pets don't need as much. So when we experience it, though, it's like enough for us, it may be too much for the babies, but it's pretty safe to use because it's just magnetic waves, and what may happen, they just feel sleepy or they just may feel tired. The same thing when we get overloaded with frequencies, that happens. We get kind of tired because what's happening is our adrenal glands are getting overstimulated. That's how you get energy from the coils, because it stimulates your adrenal glands. But if you overstimulate them, then you're going to start getting tired. So the same thing may happen. Also, you may feel a little bit nauseous or dizzy because there's this magnetic field. Other than that, it's very safe to use. Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that anything you do too much of, you can tell. I feel like I'm a little more jazzied up, and it's just because my body went from like low energy, low frequency, low vibration to going up a little bit more. And if I start to feel that, I just stop. I drink some water. You can take a binder because sometimes you're releasing those toxins. So that's where a good binder comes in whenever you're doing a pretty intense frequency. You want to make sure that you have support, because you are releasing some of that trash that's in your system, whether it's inflammation, parasites, candida, anxiety, all of those things definitely can release that trash in you. I was told hi Laura, by the FSM practitioner, that pregnancy and microcurrent is a big contraindication. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, we're not microcurrent.
Yeah, that's good to know though. Thank you. God, creation are magnificent. How long do you use each frequency? So it's about 30 minutes to 3 hours a day. So if I'm just sitting there, I'll do about 30 to 40 minutes. And then some of them have longer cycles. Some of them are just a few minutes. So if I'm just having like a little bit of tiredness, I'll kick it on and maybe I'll do it for 10 minutes. Some days, if I'm in a lot of pain, I'll run a pain cycle and it'll be between 30 and 40 minutes, but about 3 hours a day. You just kick it on and sit. Like literally, that's what you do. It's pretty cool. And some of them, the bigger ones, have a bigger range. So it helps the people around you, your animals. Say you got your animal you got your cat or your dog on your lap. You
If you
can
have
run
a
work both of you.
if you have a physical business, or if you have a spa or clinic, we have these ones here, right? So they're called aura coils. And I was just installed this in one of my friend's house in San Diego, and he had a bunch of friends over, and I played the luck boost frequency with the sound and electromagnetic wave. And then when people came, they were crazy. Like, these are doctors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they were so happy and like laughing and joking and acting like little kids and everything, right? And then and it was so weird. And then the guy said, "Oh, do you have this frequency for some kind of special wrist problem that he had?" I was like, "I don't know. We have one." So I searched through the R app, the Rife app, and then I actually found, oh, there is one. So we played that one, and all of a sudden he calmed down, and he's like, "Oh, this feels different." So not only it actually changes the people's emotions, it actually changes the atmosphere, the actual literal frequency and vibe of an atmosphere or a place. So if you have a business, you put this right there. We just have a new one coming out called the Oracle 3, which is going to be coming out soon. And that you put it in the middle of a workplace or home, it changes the mood of the entire house. So a lot of people say they have like fights with their kids or fights with their spouse, or their kids are being like, just negative and everything. Well, put this in the house. Now everybody would be in the same frequency. Literally be on the same frequency. You know the term? Let's get on the same frequency. Now you can do it.
That's so cool.
Right?
I guess that's so cool. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Well,
Can you use it to charge crystals? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Can you use it to charge crystals?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you can put the crystals right next to it, and the crystals will resonate and actually become like a sort of an amplifier for the frequencies. That's why we have crystals in the Qi Coil 3s and the Qi Coil Maxes.
Here, I'll show you guys the crystals that are in them, because I've got one that has crystals in it. Yeah, we got you, the chakra. We got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So the premium line are Qi Coil 3, as you see there, and the Qi Coil Max. They have crystals inside. Those are citrine crystals, which is basically quartz, right? So quartz crystals, when you program with the resonance, will resonate in an area uh, through crystal resonance. So it's a very fine, high frequency. So you can use the crystals that you have now, or you can just use the Qi Coil 3s. It will work the same way. And what happens with crystals, they actually are programmed. So you can take that crystal, go somewhere else, and that will hold the resonance, and then you can use it for like crystal healing or something like that with other people, even though the coil's not there, because it holds the resonance. So if you have crystals, this will take your crystals to the next level.
It will. All citrine is a protection stone, and citrine. Yeah, it's so like it feels like it runs a little longer, like it charges those crystals up. Like that's why I asked. And plus the chakra's on here, so I know that he does crystals. So I thought that would be really cool because he does crystals. And your water. So talk about how it charges your water.
Charges the water. Well, water is also a crystal, right? Like when you freeze it, but even as a liquid form, is a liquid crystal. So what happens in water restructuring is basically the molecules are arranged in a specific way that it becomes crystallized. And the more crystallized it is, then the more healthy it is for you. And what the coils do is actually program water with the frequency. So when you drink it, you receive that energy or that frequency into your cells through the water. And or you can use it to feed your pets, or you can use it to cook with, or you can use it to for your plants, and they'll all receive that frequency. So there's so many ways, because everything is frequency. Now you can basically program and choose from 10,000 different frequencies. You become like a deity, because I feel like you have the switch, like you have the switchboard, and you can turn it on and off, and you can direct it to wherever you want. It's like, very similar to becoming a superhuman.
Someone said, because she works in a ER, and I said, so she said how the works.
For ER,
Yes, it works in a large area, but he's got different sizes, so that's what that is. Yes, how long does the charge last in the water? Well, while you're drinking it, right? You just charge it right before.
It lasts
and what
for
frequency
a week.
do you use? So how long does it last, and what frequency do you personally use to charge your water?
I don't need to charge my water because I'm already charged. But but you can, but if you do charge your water, I would use the regeneration, and whatever you want to use. I mean, it's up to you. I use regeneration when I do use it, but I don't need to because I'm already charged. I don't need to charge my water anymore.
Yeah, you got it
I'm
all.
charged.
You're
I'm
charged
charged
up.
already.
Can you address how Qi Coil works for diabetes and RA?
Well, I don't know the answer to that, but all I do is that we do have frequencies for diabetes, and it may help that. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. But we do have a lot of people who have diabetes, and they do use it, and it does help them. But I don't
It helps
exactly
with the
know
inflammation. It helps calm the inflammation down by the cells. So, it's not like a cure-all. This is to assist with the self-healing journey, but it definitely can help bring some of the symptoms. Like, even when we talk about my kit, it's not a cure-all. It's to help with symptoms, right? It's to help with everything that could potentially cause inflammation and bring it
Yeah.
down.
So I'm just reading the symptoms of diabetes: blood sugar levels, dehydrated, fatigue, unexplained weight loss, tingling in the hands and feet, blurred vision, slow healing cuts and bruises, frequent recurring infections, trouble maintaining an erection, fruity smelling breath. Okay. Well, for sure, it helps with the the inflammation, like you said. We know that
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Uh, Actually, it might help with the erection probably too because of your blood circulation.
Yeah.
And the fatigue, it will definitely help with the fatigue. Hmm. So I know for sure from my own personal experience that it helps with those things.
So if you have type 1 diabetes and you're trying to find ways to just bridge the gap between traditional medicine and Western medicine to help maybe get off of or slow down taking it, or maybe stabilizing your blood sugar, that's a good one. You could start taking your get one, and then start taking your blood sugar and kind of compare and see, and send me those notes, please. So what I did with Batty when she started using frequencies is I had her taking her blood pressure because she has POTS. When she stands up, it goes up too fast, and her blood pressure regulated with the frequency devices. So she was like, I have this way of doing it. I'm like, then you should do that so we can see scientifically what your body is doing. Again, not medical advice, and just telling you guys what we've all experimented on so that we can kind of get a better idea. And all you could do is just try it. Like, it's not going to hurt. It's just going to help. And there's a 30-day. So if it doesn't at all, then and their customer service is amazing. I've put them through the ringer. I'm telling you, I put them through the ringer because I am very technology challenged. I deleted an app. I couldn't get the app back on. I had to restart the thing. It was just a disaster on my side. I did it. And they were like, we'll do a Zoom. We'll do this. We'll help you. So I know what it's like to not be able to like fully function in technology anymore, which is so sad because I used to be very smart with technology. Very smart. It's pretty amazing. It is. Customer service is the most important thing to me. Like, it is, because I'm very needy. I'm very needy. I have very little time. That's the thing. Like, in my time that I have, if I can't get something done, it's like I need someone to help me. Because normally I've tried to my best of my ability. So that was a big thing for me. I am needy. Janice, you're not needy. I kind of am. I mean, I'm pretty easygoing, but when something starts to not work right because of something I did, I just feel extremely, extremely defeated. It's so true. We all want to talk to humans. Like, look, you guys have all been locked down for 2 years. Like, this is my normal life. But you guys, not no. You guys definitely went through some shit. Definitely being locked down, taken out of your life, and being able to have like an option for human contact. It's like one in a million, We don't do bad. I don't do bad customer service. I'm like, I will work myself to the bone, and if customer service is shit, I can't do bad customer service. It's my thing. It's my stick.
Yeah.
Um, yes, it is. It is. You guys, it is so exciting. It's so exciting because it's just not something that like has really been brought out and talked about on a consistent basis. Yeah, and the chakra because you are always on TikTok and you provide awesome customer service to people. So you totally get it. Like, you totally understand. In case you missed it. Yeah, so Qi Coil has a 30-day return. You just send them a message. So for the Z-app, that one is free. Then the Qi Coil has its own app that comes with the two coils, all the coils. It comes with a starter pack, and you can purchase additional coils. And he has like cells and stuff that go on. And then the Rife app, RIFE, that one, he has it as well. That's his app, and it's like a yearly subscription. But if you get a specific Qi Coil, it comes with it. You just have to read through like what the options are when you buy them. No, you don't need to buy the app. So if you buy the coil itself, it comes with the starter and the app. So you get some starters. I'm giving you guys free apps to go to in addition to his. So his comes with one that he has designed and set up on himself. I can show you guys now because I got this in the mail today because I am
It's
so
working now.
challenged. I'm so challenged with everything that
You got everything working?
I did. I did.
Good.
Finally. And that was totally my fault too. Totally my fault.
What happened?
I deleted something. and then we
Okay.
couldn't get it back on, and like they were sending me things, and I just couldn't get it, and I was like, what the hell? And it wasn't anything you guys did. It was this thing in my bopper. So like here you guys can see all of these options. This is on one of the Rifes. I gotta go get the other one because I didn't hook this up to the internet yet. You have yours though, David, if you want to show yours.
What am I showing?
Just the starter one, what the starter ones look like.
Okay.
This is going to take me a minute. Again, technology. I am technology challenged, you guys. Okay, I need to find how to get hooked onto
It
the
looks like
internet.
this. This is an old version, but it
Yeah.
looks like this. So you get some frequencies there. Yeah. So you have, with the consoles, you get a tablet for the main product line. Comes with the tablet, so you don't have to use up your phone and just have one more extra device that you can use. And it has 2 apps in here. It has this resonant console app with all the quantum frequencies, as well as the RFE app that has over 10,000 frequencies in there. So you have both of them. Not only have a console, and soon we'll be adding a couple other apps in here as well. So it's like a dedicated device that you don't have to use up your phone's thing. Like sometimes you're watching videos or doing TikTok, it's may interrupt with your therapy. So, but you have this doing your therapy, then you can be using your phone for watching TikTok or doing email or like watching YouTube or whatever else, or listening to other music if you want, right? So this frees it up, and once you get this, the RIFE app is unlocked forever. So there's no monthly fee. It's just unlocked forever. You can use it as long as you want.
It is. And there's so much going on that we all need to know. Like this whole oil of oregano thing. Like who would have thought? Who would have thought that I was, because I was emotional and my stress levels were high, that it was pushing out the cortisol. I was having adrenal fatigue, and the oil of oregano caused me to have my eyes swollen. But they would have been swollen shut if I hadn't been using the Qi Coil. I know that for a fact because I don't ever heal this fast. I know it sucks. You don't let anyone say anything on your lives. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. But what are you going to do? We just have to navigate and be able to kind of conquer and defeat what they're trying to push against us. And this is a big one. The fact that like there's hundreds of thousands of people on my channel and all of us are new to frequency devices, but they've been around for years. And if you have ever seen them, you've always thought, oh, like, do they really work? But that's just the indoctrination in us. That's just the brainwashing in us, right? That's just us saying, well, there's no way this could work. And in fact, it totally does. Well, Ashley, I'm glad I know not to use oil of oregano now. My doctor's like, well, if you decide to get back on, I'm like, hell, I'm not getting back on that. No, I was an angry oil of oregano. Like I was mad. Like there was a few days I blew up, and I'm like, why am I so pissed off? Well, it's because I was like inflamed. I literally burned my eyes. That's what she said. I don't want to freak anyone out in my videos, so I'm like, it's a rash. No, I burned my eyes because the oil of oregano burned with me as I was hot. Hi, Whitney. Yeah, it's crazy. Fever, headaches, those are bad words on my live. Oh, RIFE is bad on mine. I'm going to literally do like a PDF of words that I can't say on TikTok. Y'all can print it off and then have that guide, right? Because I can't say CB and then that other one that goes the D or N. I can't say any of those things. And they're all self-healing things. So the oil is super strong. Okay, are you ready? I'm super excited. Are you ready to announce it, David? Do you want to announce? You want to keep going?
Keep going. Announcement is
We'll
at the
keep
end.
going. We'll keep going too. I'm just excited. I love doing giveaways. They're like my favorite. The fact that I've been able to keep it a secret today is
We're going
huge.
to announce the winner of the Qi Coil Mini. One lucky winner from our giveaway contest. Stay to the end of this live if you want to claim it. If you're not here by the end of this live and you announce your name, we have to go to the next guy or girl person.
Oh no!
So make sure you don't tune away. Keep your eyes open and ears open. Okay.
I know. I love giveaways. They're like my favorite. Like every single person that I get affiliated with, they have to do a giveaway. Like it's just a thing, you know, it's just a thing. Giveaways are fun. I used to say giveaway, but now I have to say drawing. I used to go, it's that time again, and it's the giveaway time. But now I have to say drawing because they have like all these AIs that come in and then they swoop my account and then they start to attack the comments. Is now Ultimate Mushroom Complex. I can't say mushrooms, so mushies. Ultimate Mushy Complex, and it is amazing. Fresh Cap is awesome. They're the best, and that's a whole nother quantum healing type of thing. Is mushrooms, is being able to pull this type of device and the mushrooms and the parasite cleanses. It just takes you to a different level. If you want to have better intuition, if you're awake and you want to be able to kind of take it to the next level, that's what this is. And turning's over. We don't have to be held hostage. I'm tired of that. I mean, it's
Okay,
just ridiculous.
congratulations, IT Crash, for your order. Thank you.
Do you have any questions on your side? My side's always busy. So if you have questions on your side,
I
ask
think
away.
you have a lot more. I have a couple of questions. Just something came in and just says, I just joined. What does this do? So Lisa, if you're still there. So what we're doing is we have a device. It's called Qi Coil, and it creates frequencies, and not just sound frequencies, but magnetic frequencies that charge your body like a wireless charger. So this is like a wireless charger for your mind and for your body. It helps you to focus. It helps you to relieve stress. It helps you to clear out negative energies, and also helps you to with managing pain as well. So we have thousands of customers and thousands of successful stories, as the one that you're hearing from Kim right now, Mrs. Rogers Hood. And I'm the founder, and this is literally the most advanced frequency technology. So if you're into any kind of frequency healing or sound therapy, this is taking it to the next level, maybe 2 or 3 levels higher, because now you're resonating with magnetic frequencies. So where do magnetic frequencies come from? Well, we get it from Earth. Earth has a magnetic field. It's at 7.83 hertz. And when the astronauts go into space, when they're away from the magnetic field, they actually get depressed. They actually lose energy, and actually their bones start to deteriorate because they're too far away from the Earth's magnetic field. So we, as humans, not only do we need water, air, food, right? We also need a magnetic field to be in our optimal wellness, because they've done studies where they put people in a bunker, underground bunker, shielded it from all magnetic fields, and the longer they stayed there, the more depressed they started to get psychological issues, and they started to become sick. And then what happened was they actually used something like this, a coil, and they emulated or they copied the frequency of Earth, and they emitted it using a coil like this in the bunker. And after a day or so, they returned back to normal. They were in a better mood. They started eating better, and they started all their ailments start to go away. So which proves that we actually need healthy EMFs, healthy frequencies, healthy electromagnetic waves to charge up our bodies and our minds so that we can have optimal wellness. Do we need it to live? Probably not, but we need it to have optimal wellness, right? That's why a lot of people are alive, but they're just surviving, right? They go through life, they have pain, they have no energy, they have a lot of disease, and they wonder, and they try this and take pills and medication, and they wonder why they are not their optimal self. Well, it's because they're probably missing one of the important things from nature, which is Earth's magnetic field or magnetic field therapy. So that's what we do with our coils. And the reason they call Qi coils is because it's life force. Qi is life force, and that's what inspired me to create them. And to the point where we actually have yin and yang coils. So my goal is to actually, or my dream or my vision was to actually emulate what happens naturally in the earth, in the universe, is that naturally there's 2 polarized forces in the universe. There's the yin and the yang. So what we've done is we create yin and yang coils. So anything from the Qi coil 2 and higher will get that yin and yang effect. So that's how this works. How do you enter to win the device? I've been listening to your frequencies on YouTube. You can do it for the next draw, because we already did the draw this morning, but we're going to have some more draws. If you keep watching our channel, make sure that you don't miss the draws. And when that happens, just make sure you enter the can we say contest? And or
Yeah,
enter the draw.
contest. I'll start calling it a contest. I don't think that
Right.
the trolls do anything about contests yet.
Great. I'm going to tape one to my sister. Okay. So yeah, so if you have the coils, what else does it do is actually helps you elevate your mood. And because you don't need any contact, you just put it in front of you. You can just put this on your table in front of you, or put it in the middle of the living room. It will have a field. The field is anywhere from 3 feet up to 10 feet, or 20 feet, or even like 3,000 square foot for some of our bigger ones. And because our minds, our brains are very sensitive to electromagnetic fields. We don't need that much to actually change the way that our brain works. We just need a little bit. So even if the person is away in another room, over time they may get this microdose of electromagnetic energy, and there might become better mood, or they may become more calm, or they may become happier or more positive and get easier to get along with. So yeah, if you have a sister that you want to
Nah,
help
you
out.
inadvertently are giving her energy and frequency. You don't even know it. You're
Yeah,
inadvertently giving her a better attitude.
yeah, yeah. So it is as if you have this switch, and then you can like turn it on and off, and you can turn on the switch to like balance the energies, and elevate the mood of an office. Let's say you have a clinic, you can put in your waiting room, like you said, IT crash. Put in your waiting room, so while people are waiting for their therapies or waiting for service, they can get excited. They can feel happy. They can be in a better mood. Once they walk into your office, like, whoa, it feels good in here. There's a good vibe in here. They don't even know why. It's not the music, because maybe you're not even playing music. But for some reason, everybody's in a good vibe in that office. And guess what happens when that happens? You attract abundance. You attract more customers. They start telling people about it. They start attracting more people to your place of work or into your place of business, because you have this attraction frequency going on. And we actually have an attraction frequency. We actually have a money frequency too.
Mm-hmm.
So and people ask, like, how can you have a abundance frequency? It doesn't make sense. Like, I understand, like, there's a frequency to your brain waves, alpha, delta, theta. That makes sense because our brains have frequencies, and that makes sense. Like, okay, you can use a frequency to target a cell and give it more energy. Like, that makes sense, right? But how do you like have a frequency to increase abundance? How do you have a frequency to increase wealth or make money or to be more successful? Well, because wealth and abundance, success comes from inside. It doesn't come from outside, right? A lot of people try to do outside. They like hurt people or do scams or they steal, right? We can make money like that too, but what does it do to you? It just robs you of your soul, and you don't have a very happy life. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you do that, because you're going to rob yourself of your life force. So what we do is, like, true wealth and true money comes from the inside. So if you can change who you are inside, which includes your attitudes, your moods, your experience, your expectations, your behaviors, and your emotions, then you change what you attract. You change what you attract in the world. And then what's going to happen is that people who are at that level of high frequency of success, they're going to start resonating with you, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to start wanting to work with you, and they're going to start work, and then it's going to elevate you and bring you to a higher level of income, influence, and also of effectiveness and success. So that's how you attract abundance. Does that make sense?
You
Yeah,
you mesh with people that have your vibration. You
yeah,
mesh with people that are at your frequency, and if
yeah.
you
And
can
what
raise your frequency, you attract those people.
exactly? And what's going to also happen at the same time is you're going to repel people who are at a bad frequency. They're
Mm-hmm.
only out there to make money or to like take advantage of you or trying to scam you or trying to steal from you or trying to undermine you in some way. You will know because you're going to be at a higher frequency, and you will instantly have intuition to say, maybe I shouldn't be associating or working with this person anymore, because they don't have a good frequency. But when you don't have a high frequency, you tend to attract people like that, right? You tend to
Mm-hmm.
attract people who are out there to scam. You join a scam culture. It happens a lot, right? And then you get caught up in like these hypes, and then like these basically pyramid schemes and things like that, because they just want to make money, and they do it by telling a lot of lies, and they do it by getting people all excited about basically nothing. So when you get into higher level of intuition, higher level of abundance through the proper frequency tuning in your mind and your body, then you will be able to point those things out, because you won't be so susceptible to becoming a target people who are trying to just scam you. So right on, David. I wish I found you 3 years ago. That's right. Thanks, God.
Energy vampires, because they want your frequency. They want to resonate with you where you're like, stay away from me. And then the moment that you start to realize that you no longer want their frequency, which is a bad one, they realize it and you're starting to like pull away. Yeah, that's right, Christy.
Yeah. That question, how can this help veterans? Well, actually, like a lot of our customers are 50 plus because they feel the age starting to tax on them, right? A lot of them have joint pain, a lot of them have back pain, a lot of them have fatigue, and then their brains are starting to slow down, or their brains don't work as well as they used to, or they may have PTSD. So yeah, we can definitely help veterans, especially both inside and outside, right? We can help release a lot of those trapped emotions, help clear out those emotions. We can help with the blood circulation. We have many people who have knee injuries or back pain, joint pain, all sorts of different kinds of pain. And after using our coils, they're able to manage that pain a lot better. So definitely going to help veterans with energy levels as well, and with anti-aging. I mean, just look at Kim. She is like 10 years younger since I first talked to her.
Thanks. I feel
And
better.
just look at me. They think I'm 30.
Oh
I'm
my God.
41.
I never would have guessed how old you were. You have like no freaking wrinkles. No wrinkles.
I have
It's
wrinkles
kind
when
of
I go like
not
this.
fair.
I have wrinkles when I go like this. See, I have wrinkles.
Well, everyone has wrinkles when they go like this. When you're just sitting and you have no wrinkles, that's when you don't have wrinkles. I have
Okay.
PTSD. I have severe PTSD. I think some of you
Okay.
guys know that. And I've been able to not, like, I've been pushing off my SGB, which is to like ganglia. It's like a block. And I've been able to push it off. I'm not going to be able to push it off forever, but I've been able to at least, because when you start to like, I'm ready for one for sure. Like I'll probably get one in a couple weeks. But when you start to kind of spiral and feel the PTSD, the anxiety, it actually helps. It helps navigate it with the frequencies. How old are you? Tell them how old you are.
41. Look at my muscles. Yeah. Whoa.
I mean,
Whoa.
I
Check
don't
it
know if
out.
I'm 43. I'll be 44 in September. But I looked my age before I cleansed, before I started frequencies, before I meditated. Like I looked my age. The pain made my face really old. Um, I've always had kind of big wrinkles in my forehead, like this, because I'm very expressive, very expressive. So I'm not going to change that. But hi, Laura.
Yeah, you don't
Hi,
look
Emilio's
43.
wife.
You look like 33.
Do I feel
Yeah.
like I have aged backwards. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like getting on a plant-based medication, a plant-based diet. Like I don't eat a lot of meat. Jeremy eats a lot of meat, but that's just because he's a bigger guy and he thrives on it. But I've noticed that taking out the plants and taking out the meat and allowing myself to eat more clean has
Yeah,
definitely.
I got an announcement. So, I was down in LA and I met a very world successful and world renowned doctor. He used to be the doctor for the Olympic team in LA, but last time they had their Summer Olympics. So, they have the Summer Olympics in LA in 2024, right?
Uh-huh.
And guess what he told me? So I was talking to him.
What?
He says he wants me to work with him to work with Olympic athletes for
For
Olympic Games.
real?
Yep.
That's so cool.
So here's the guy who has like decades of experience with technologies that he's seen every technology, he's seen every supplement for peak performance for the top athletes in the world and
That's awesome.
celebrities. And he says, my stuff impressed him and nothing gets him excited. And he's excited by stuff.
So you got that, and then didn't you help like a football player too?
Yeah, we help a professional boxer, Jamal Charlo. He's an undefeated middleweight boxer. I think it's 21 wins, 41 wins, 0 losses. He never lost a boxing match. And then he uses my Qi Coils for recovery. And then this one time I was there, he had a fight he broke his hand. He injured his hand during the fight. He won that fight still, but then his hand was swollen. I put the Qi Coil on his hand, and it instantly started to reduce the swelling. Yeah, and he had made a post about it on Instagram too. So for top athletes, like they need this stuff, because like you can't afford to lose your training time, because if you don't, you lose, right? So you can't afford, you need that extra 1% advantage over your opponents or over the other team, because that's what's going to get you the win. So this is something that I think every serious athlete, even if you're just like amateur athlete, you need it, because you need to, people get injured, that's common. If you're any kind of athlete, you're going to get injuries, you're going to get some kind of fatigue, or some kind of things happen. Even like mentally, like if you lose a game, for example, or you lose a match, right? Sometimes it's very hard to get your mind back in the game, because of the it could lead to depression, or it can lead to like discouragement and stuff like that, and lack of confidence. But what we can do is we can deal with that directly.
Very dumb question, but can't we listen? You can listen to the frequencies. Yes, you can. You absolutely can listen to the frequencies without a device. The device just adds an additional layer to healing. What?
Okay,
Oh, I know.
IT Crash says if I got a negative energy, my kids would go too. I think that's a joke, but like I said, what happens is you get on the same frequency. You know the saying, "Let's get on the same frequency." Well, that's what you could do when you put the coils in your home. Now, everybody's going to be on the same frequency, so you have negative energy removing from you. Your kids will also have negative energy removed from them as well, and then you guys can get along a lot better. Okay, so that's how it works. It's not only a personal energy device, it's a community energy device. And guess what? The pyramids were for back in Asia, right? That's what it's for. The pyramid was actually a community or global energy device. It was used to enhance or elevate the frequency of like the whole country, the whole city, and also the whole planet. So what I did with Qi Coil, since Qi is life force and it's ancient, it's been around since the beginning of time. My goal when I developed this technology was to recreate this ancient force into a technology, so that we can transform ourselves, transform our families, transform our cities, our communities, and even the world. So that's what this does, okay? It's a personal device, but also it can be a community device. That's what the bigger cores are for. So just imagine like everybody in the city having a giant coil, or everybody having a small coil, everybody using a positive frequency and elevating the frequency of the entire city.
What's the difference with the yin and the yang? Tell us about what yin and yang is.
Good question. So the yin is counterclockwise, the yang is clockwise. All right. And if you study, the ancient text of what yin and yang is that they're the polarities of nature. Everything's yin and yang. We have male and female. We have dark and light. We have lightness and heaviness. We have the present. With the past and the future. We have, so everything in the universe is yin and yang. Even the polarities of atoms. We have negative electrons. We have positive charges in the electrons, right? We have positive spinning. We have negative spinning. We have positive ions. We have negative ions. Everything in universe is yin and yang. But then how come we're not using it in our healing, right? How come we're not using it in our technologies? Traditional Chinese medicine, the whole concept is based on yin and yang. Our bodies are all yin and yang, okay? So that's why it's basically designed on is the yin and yang, because the yin makes you relax and opens up things, it expands. The yang, it makes you focus, it helps you to concentrate, and it basically condenses. Okay, so you need to have both if you want to get the full experience. Now, do you need to have yin and yang for you to start experiencing the qi energy? No, because yin is a very good, balancing, harmonious, and opening and relaxing energy, and that should do what you needed to do. But then if you want to get the full experience, if you want to truly experience qi energy to the fullest, you need both. You need yin and the yang. And you can use them by themselves. So you can just use yin, or you can just use yang whenever you need it. or you can use them at the same time, and you're going to find a different kind of energy. It's going to balance itself out, and you're going to feel very calm and centered. Okay, so that's why there's yin and yang.
So, when I use mine and my husband Jeremy gets some of the benefits, is I just set them on my knees, and then he gets the benefits because we sit next to each other. So for the smaller ones, but for the bigger units, it would be you'd get a bigger unit and you could just set it like in the room. Coda says, thank you for the explanation. If you guys have more questions about it, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just don't want to there's so many questions. I think that, well, okay, so I noticed when I did just one coil, I noticed a little bit of a difference when I was trying to calm myself down. And I've only used that like twice. I love using both of them. I feel like it's so much better. But one is better than none. And it's better than just listening to sound frequencies.
Yeah, IT Crash says, I have a pyramid. I meditate. Can I boost that? Absolutely. This is like one of the top things it does is meditation. Once again, the top 4 things that it does is energy, focus, sleep, and meditation. Okay, so if you have any of those problems, this, I can guarantee you, will help you solve that problem. There's so many people with sleep problems. They're taking sleeping pills and still not able to sleep, or only sleep like 3 or 4 hours a day with pills, with medication. And then they're not feeling rested because they just can't get their brains to relax. They just can't get their brains into the deep delta and theta states. So what this does is it tunes your brain waves to get in those states just like that. And there's I have one of the reviews. This is a lady. She's the period lady on TikTok. I don't know if you know her. You know the period lady?
No, who is it?
I don't know her name, but she specializes in talk about periods for
Okay.
women. And then she used my calls. She said she tried everything and she couldn't sleep. And then she used my calls and just sleep like that. And she said the only thing that could help her. So sleep is one of the top things it helps with. And you know what? When you have proper sleep, basically everything comes after that, right? You're going to be in a better mood, more energy, and so on. What's next is better focus. A lot of us have mind fog or brain fog and have problem focusing, or get distracted easily, or your mind feels numb, or you can't get creativity, or you can't focus and get any work done. Well, this can help you. This will clear up your mind, and this will give you the clarity and focus you need to really get shit done. I mean, I'm telling you, really get shit done. Just look like Mrs. Rogerson, right? She's getting lots of shit done.
Yeah.
And and me too. I'm getting like amazing, incredible amounts of shit done every single day. So you get to really focus, and you get to be really clear. Your mind just becomes like a super brain, and you can just become creative. You have ideas come to you. You know exactly what you do. You get things done. You know exactly what you don't need to do, what you need to focus on. So that happens. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, meditation. So if you want to get into those deeper states of meditation, it's the same as sleep, right? If your mind cannot get into those deep brain waves, you won't be able to meditate properly. If you can tune your mind into those deep state brain waves like alpha, delta, okay, then you can achieve really altered states of mind. And that's why I talk about my main TikTok channel is how can you become superhuman and achieve altered states of mind? Well, the secret and the trick is to use technology to do it, because that's what they did with the pyramids. The pyramids were there to elevate the frequency, the mind of everybody who were around the pyramids, because the pyramids emitted a frequency based on its structure and based on the angles and materials. That was the purpose of it. Okay, it was for ascension. It was for increasing the psychic ability of the adepts who were did rituals and stuff like that inside of the pyramid. So these are like the pyramid, but now we don't need a giant pyramid. We just need this. Everybody can have a pyramid in their own home, literally. And I'm not talking about those little orgone pyramids, which is good, but they're passive. They don't have any energy coming from them that you can measure. These ones have energy you can literally measure with a device. You can feel it with a magnet. You can feel it vibrating in your hand. That's how powerful this energy is. So when you do that, it takes your meditation to a super high level. Okay, you may even activate superhuman abilities such as like intuition. If you really believe in like telepathy if you believe in like telekinesis, or believe in like foresight, or being astral projection, astral travel, all those things will start to become more vivid for you. Like the least thing, let's say you don't believe in those things, the least that you're going to get is more lucid dreaming. That means your dreams will be more clearer and more vivid, and you're going to have more of them, and you can recall your dreams a lot clearer. You know, we all dream at night. Most of us do. Actually, we all do, but then most of us don't remember the dreams, okay? Because we cannot get into those brainwave states. Now, when you use the coils, one very common thing that people tell us is, whoa, I just had this crazy dream and I never dream. Or, whoa, I had this very, very lucid and very realistic dream, and I could feel it and I can control it. And I can remember it when I woke up. We get that a lot. So through meditation, it's somehow accessing or turning on or flicking the switch on these different parts of your mind that are associated with meditation, associated with your spirituality, with your your mental abilities. That's number 3, right? And number 4 is with the pain management. Is that and like we have so many stories, people who have chronic pain for 40 years, and ever since they try everything, medication, surgery, everything, and they cannot get rid of pain. They're like literally popping painkillers every day. They use our coils. They get off those painkillers, and they have no more pain after maybe 30 days or 60 days. Okay, based on a chronic problem that they had for decades, and literally decades, and they be able to fix that problem. Okay, can I guarantee you all these things? No, I cannot. I cannot say this coil heals anything, but these are just the stories of the customers, and this is what they have been able to experience. Okay, so this is not a medical device. This is a wellness device, and it uses energy to program your mind and to retune your brain and your body. Can it help with lucid dreaming and astral projection? I just said that. Yes, it can. The visuals, Narana Runster. Qi Coil helps me with every aspect of my daily life. Don't know how I ever used to live without it. Awesome. David says, which coil did the period lazy use? She had the mini coil. She has the mini coil, so that would work too. Can it help with lucid dreaming? I should answer that. Sleep is amazing with the Qi Coil app. That's right. IT crash. I feel like I found my people. Well, welcome to our community. Welcome to my community. I have a Discord. If you go to my profile link, actually they took away my profile link. But if you go to usetheqi.com, you see this link up there, usetheqi.com. You can see my Discord link there, and I'm on there, regularly, and that's where we communicate. What else? Lauren, I always remember my dreams. Well, that's great. Yeah, so you have a gift, because a lot of people don't remember their dreams. It helped me so much with psychic static. Okay, that's good.
What's psychic static?
That means just cloudiness when you're psychic with your third eye. Like sometimes, just like the psychic ability, you have to kind of tune into it. It's kind of like just tuning into it. I just wonder
if there's like a thing because I have psychic abilities, but I've never heard the word static.
Yeah, Scott, can you explain what psychic static is? So
yeah, I saw me going viral. I actually thought it was Janice, who's on here. I thought Pistol Packing Rancher was going to go viral, but it ended up me going viral. But I saw it all, and I thought it was her, and I was all excited. I snapped her and said, I saw you going viral. It's so cool. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I can't believe it. It's so great. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I saw it. One of my deep meditations over by my portal. Oh my God, I'm going to take this to the portal.
What portal?
I have a portal. I have a couple portals on my property.
You do?
I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I have one that I sleep over in our trailer. And I had to use rose quartz to shut it down because it was really out of control. And then we have one over here in the corner that I couldn't probably go all the way in. And then I have one over in my meditation garden. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this. Okay. I totally forgot. It's so exciting.
Do a video.
I will. It's been a while since I've been over there. So I shut them down with rocks. So I want to kind of see, like, I want to open them back up a little bit. It's freaky. It's so freaky. Hi, the William. Thank you. It's so freaky.
Okay, guys, we have only 10 minutes left. So if you want to order your Qi Coils for the limited Qi Coils, go to kimcoil.com. Only 10 minutes left. We're going to shut down those products in just 10 minutes. So go there right now, kimcoil.com, order your Qi Coil minis or other Qi Coils. Okay?
There
We
will
don't
be
know.
bigger ones available. I'll turn off the link at 8 after this. Thank you for the gifts. I'll turn off the one that's $3.99 to $5.99, and they'll be on the bigger ones. And the difference between the bigger ones is just the Bluetooth. They have a better range. They're just different. The cheaper ones are because they've got wires, and so that they're kind of getting away from, having the wires. Oh my goodness, the William, you're sending me little dinosaurs. You're so funny. I think I'm gonna take all of the gifts that I get on the live, and I'm gonna get something, and I'm going to do a giveaway. You're so sweet. The
Scott
William.
says it's the cloudiness of psychic attacks. There's the catharsis and mental discomfort that leads to stress. That's what the static is.
Okay, so that's kind of what I have going on. And maybe, I mean, for me, it hasn't been as bad, but that makes sense because I feel like sometimes when you can see things and you don't have control over it and you can see the negative, it's so traumatizing. So it's helped you with that. Like, you've been able to kind of calm that psychic static. I love that. That's so cool. I have that a lot. One of the biggest ones that I can say on the live that other people have known that happened was when we had the trees fall around us, and they almost crushed us. That I had psychic static. It was the negative, uncomfortable ability to sense something was happening. And we got in our car and backed out as a tree was going to crush and kill my husband and I. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's psychic static. I get that. I love it. Oh my God, I totally feel like one of those videos that they make the sound and the girl goes, I love it. Okay. A wasp.
Okay. Lorena Martinez wants to know, have you ever jumped over your body? How do I make it stop? Because I've done it twice this week. It's scary. Will this help? Is this something that happens every week, Lorini? Or is it just something that just happened recently? Or is this happened quite often, like over time, Lorini? So, okay, well, regardless, if it's something that happens often, then it's something you need to kind of balance. I think you need to get your mind back, your body back into yourself. So centering frequencies. No, I used to happen when I was ill. Okay, yeah. So when you're ill, it kind of your mind kind of goes into a different frequency and different consciousness. So and it definitely help. Like the frequencies will help you center if you're ill and help you to recover when you're ill. And then speed up your recovery. So if you're experiencing that during when you're ill, like outer body experiences, first of all, you shouldn't be scared of it because it's actually quite a normal phenomenon. Because it's just how your spiritual body works. It's not attached. It is attached, but it can also be detached from your physical body. So don't be scared of it and don't freak out. It's a very natural thing to happen. So if it does happen, just remember, nothing bad is going to happen to you. It's just a natural thing, and you're going to go back to your body. Okay. Now, if you don't want that to happen as much, well, just centering meditation and centering frequency is going to help you do that, to bring you back into your body. So, such as regeneration or any base chakra frequencies. So, nice and low and deep frequencies will help you to bring you back in the body, and you can do those with Qi coils. Foster Rana, why do I wake up sweating? I don't know. It could be hot, or it could be, or is your heart beating really fast when you're waking up?
That's adrenal fatigue. Yeah, and there's an adrenal fatigue Frequency, by the way. I'm an angry detoxer, so I probably shouldn't talk to people when I detox because sometimes I get really angry when I'm detoxing. And I feel like I've had to do it over the last couple of weeks, take my Purify, and I feel like I'm not as angry, you know, and you're going to see that. Like just being able to have this extra crutch while you're detoxing is amazing. I have a million. I know, Chakra, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Yeah, we love this knowledge. We're such knowledge-based people. We've all been like just kind of thrown to the wayside with trying to learn all of the knowledge by like Western medicine, that it's been a lot easier for us to be able to come together and do all of this. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm excited too. I'm excited too. This bug thing, they're all going to it now, so I'm not being eaten. It's kind of nice. Good. So I'll talk to you, David, about when we can do this again. This was fun.
Okay.
I like doing these because it helps
Okay.
me understand. It's like, it's a whole nother, you've been doing it for years, right? Like you have the knowledge base, and like I'm doing like crash courses because so these lives are helping me so, so much. I really appreciate your time, and we're all so grateful over here. And we appreciate you giving away a Qi Coil to my followers. I mean, that's so kind of you, and we're all so grateful for you. We're so glad you're part of this community. It's so
There's
awesome.
more to come.
There is. Oh, and I can't believe you're going to be doing Olympic stuff. Like, are you going to be able to go then? Okay, now that we're done, are you going to be able to like go? Are they going to bring you there? Like, is that like the plan and stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the clinics. I'm gonna go to the where they train. I'm gonna use the technology, and then with my lab coat and with my notepad and my clipboard.
So you're like, you're in it. Like that was what you were doing in LA.
Yeah, yeah. I was meeting lots of different doctors and huge influencers. Some people with like different offices, therapeutic, all sorts of different people. I met my friend David Lee, who's a celebrity photographer. I got my photos taken. I'm going to be on their magazine cover, and
You are? That's so
yeah,
cool.
he,
With your
he took
lab
the
coat?
photo. Huh?
With your
He
lab
took
coat?
No, no, not the lab coat. No, he did photos for Lady Gaga. Yeah, he did
Wow.
photos. He did photos for David Washington, and a bunch of A-list celebrities. So I get to join the club. I'm gonna have my photo taken by him.
That's so cool. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Chakra, for those.
Okay. Okay. So if you somebody we're looking for like major leaders. We're gonna call it the Qi Life Army. You guys like the sound of that? The Qi Life Army.
Yeah.
So we're looking for leaders in your communities, specifically in Las Vegas, LA, San Diego, New Mexico, and Brooklyn, New York, around New York. We're looking for people who want to organize like live meetings or become like our representation, like our ambassador in those areas. If you are in any of those areas or any other area, like anywhere, it doesn't matter. Just reach out to me on Discord or send me a direct message on Instagram, and then we can talk if we see we can work together. Okay. So any major city or even like in UK or Europe, we're looking for leaders and ambassadors for Qi Life. So you can join the Qi Life Army.
What about
Nashville,
Australia?
yes, Australia. Yeah, we have lots of following in Australia.
We do too.
Um, you do? Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'd be great.
We
What else?
ship a lot to Australia. Yeah.
Okay, Long Beach, California, Portland, San Antonio, Texas, anywhere in Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Dallas, Albuquerque, and New Mexico, Ocala, and anywhere in Florida, and North Carolina as well. So if you're in any of those places, send me a direct message and see if we can work together. If you're in other places, also message me if you're serious about helping us expand and transforming your community as well, and then creating more abundance and more health for the people in your area. Australia has a lot of healing touch practitioners. Great. So if you can organize them together, that would be awesome. Anyway, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is David Wong Mastery. David Wong Mastery. Send me a message and we can talk more about that.
Oh, thanks. Simi says, amazing. I need to find this Aussie Qi Coil community. Love to be a leader. It's cool. There's another gal, Natural Beauty, Natural Wellness, Rebecca. She just changed her name. That's why I can't keep up, because she just changed it. She's an Aussie and she does skin. I have her on my Insta, but we send her some of our kits and she distributes them in Australia. She's looking into Qi Coil. She does like skin and yeah, she'd be really good too.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to them. I'm so booked with meetings, but yeah, just message me and I'll get in touch with you, have a conversation, get to know each other, see if we can align and change the world, heal the world faster.
Heal faster.
Yeah, heal the world faster.
Do you guys have anything else? Because I'm going to go in a minute.
Do we need to do trainings? Yes, you would need to do trainings, but it's pretty simple. We have all the training on the website. And then we're going to also give you some training on how to organize the meetings. We're going to give you everything you need. Like, you're going to have like the business cards, the banners, and even the website. We're going to set it up for you. So all you have to do is just promote it to your local communities and just say hi to people and shake their hands. Okay, Janie Rainey, you're going to be in touch about that?
Yeah, Janie is the one that got a big unit. And I'm trying to get some more stuff together too, so that I can do some videos. And now that I got everything worked out, I got my console, I got the extra ones. Now I'm ready. Like, I'm prepared. I feel more prepared.
Scott Blight is from Australia. So yeah, we have a lot of people in Australia. So let's organize it and have some meetings there. Maybe I might even fly all the way there. It's pretty far though.
You're so funny, Janie. I love you. You're so funny. Okay, so my next live, I wasn't going to do one next Sunday, but I might. I'm on the fence. I'm going to try and rest this week. It was super intense. This was our first really big inspection on our house. So normally when you do a plumbing inspection, you have to fill a black tube, a black pipe that goes up into your roof, and then it goes out. And we did it. We got it all ready, and then the guy didn't even want to see it. So it was just a lot of prep, but we passed for plumbing, and we don't have to do plumbing inspection again or mechanical. Then tomorrow, Jeremy's working on electrical. We are moving so fast, and going over the next 60 days, we're going to be almost in. So in like 60 days, we'll start laying the floor.
Are you going to have a house party when your house is built?
Yeah. We are.
Yeah? Okay,
yeah, we're going to have a party. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah. And you can camp and stuff, but there's places around here to stay. And then I'm going to probably do it in like little phases, different things. But yeah, we're going to have like we're going to have a meet and greet for sure. We've got like a lake. We have 2 lakes. We live on a private lake. So yeah, you guys will be here. It'll be exciting. We just have to get past this push. It is, I know if you've ever built a house, it's stressful just building it. But when you're building it and you live on your site, we live Groundhog's Day. It's every day is the same day. We've been doing this for 3 years. We're pretty exhausted. We've been through like parasites and me almost dying and like, you name it. It's been like, nope, you can't live this dream of debt-free, mortgage-free. Nope, you don't get it. It comes at a cost. So yeah, you'll be there. And Jeremy and I talked a little bit today, and we're planning on taking a month off next year, and we're going to do like a little bit of a trip. We're going to stop in like middle grounds. So first one is Colorado, because that's where all my mushies are, my mushy people. And then we're thinking Texas, and then over to Arkansas, and then Florida, and then up. That's our plan. We're trying to start planning now because we're going to go see Janie because she's right near where we want to go. So we're just going to kind of go down and then go up and then come home. That's the plan. That's our plan. Connecticut. Yeah, I would like to go up to Connecticut. I've never been in there. It is worth it. It's just exhausting, you know. It's like we're just tired. It's so worth it. We see it. It's been a year since we started on the house. We've had the property for 3 years. Well, we've had the property since 2016, but we've been living on the property for 3 years. And I just feel like, you know, we've been staring at these freaking logs on our foundation since March 13th of 2020. You know, and we've been seeing it. We've been living in it in our brains. So being able to get to it is a whole nother level. We're so excited. You have an extra house. I know I told Jeremy, I'm like, if I mention that I'm going to do this, I'm, you know, we're probably not, we were thinking of like getting an RV and driving it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to live in another trailer or RV for a while. Like I'd like to take a break from that. Of course we're going to South Dakota and Minnesota. Are you kidding me, Tan? I haven't been back to South Dakota in like over a decade. I'm from South Dakota originally. Well, I grew up in California, but I'm from South Dakota. So you're saying the Qi Coil helped your house. I mean, the Qi Coil has pushed us to get to a point where we can continue pushing forward with our house. We are very okay. So Janice, me and her bonded and became besties. She's Pistol Packing Rancher. You'll have to go follow her. Go follow Pistol Packing Rancher. She's awesome. She also is building a barndominium that just her and her husband and her kids, and they have a ranch. She also lives in a travel trailer. So we are very traumatized by these travel trailers, and we're able to like talk to each other because unless you've lived in one for as long as me and her have lived in one, it is like a whole like, why do you live in them? Because we're cheap, because we don't want to pay someone else's rent or mortgage, because yeah, we've trauma bonded over this shit for sure. So she lost half of her power. She had like a electrical fire, and half of mine, the floor is caving in because you're not supposed to live in travel trailers as long as, and we live in the outskirts of a rainforest, so everything is damp and wet, and we've had mold. Like it's been traumatizing. Her and her trauma and my trauma, we bonded.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a batoon, you can hang out there. I don't have any sort of we have a boat, I guess it's right there. I just wouldn't go in it. Like it's not like a great boat. It was a crabbing boat. It's not a great boat. Yeah, and she had worms. Y'all know she was my deworming like partner, right? Like she was my partner in crime when we started deworming. Yeah. And I would send her messages and be like, yo, it was in my pee. And she'd be like, oh my God, it came out of my skin. Like it was insane. It was so much nicer to have a specialist with you, or a deworming partner.
Okay, guys, it was a pleasure being
Okay.
here.
Bye,
Thanks for everything.
David.
We'll see each other soon. Keep in
Thank you for
touch.
everything.
Keep rocking.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Use the Qi and prosper.
Okay.